Greetings, my little chia pets. I've got it hooked up, and hopefully my little truck with jumper cables can spin this over. It's not ready to start because I don't have all my bits and parts yet, but I do got a belt on it, a little bit too tight. Boy, this tightening belt thing with these washers, that's kind of screwy. But this is supposed to be the belt that fits it, and I think it's too Blackburn tight. Where's the thing on there? Hang on. It's number 7355. It had two numbers. One of them was for a 3/8 width, and the other one was a thicker one. So I got both of them. And it's 10 millimeter by 920 millimeter. It's starting to wane, which is about what happens whenever you get around this Volkswagen. It's 3/8 by 36 and 1/8 OC. Oh my. Anyway, when I went to get this thing, it was raining, and then it started sleeting ice. You can tell that because it was biting the edges of your ears. And then it snowed on me. So, and I've been kind of puny since. So I got a bug with a bug. Anyway, let's see if it'll start. Or see if it'll turn over. Herschel Walker. Excuse me. Is it turning? Oh, you rascal. Easy. I just want to see it. Ow! Hallelujah. Rah, it said. With that, he throws his hat in the air and thanks the world and the good Lord and everything. And it's raining, sprinkling. Let's throw this in there. Let's gather this up. This is a nice. I thought this, since this board's really rotted, it would just fit the use of this. Yeah. You know, it almost looks good when you do that. And I was standing in it a minute ago, and I bounced up and down, and I said, "Oh, these floors ain't that bad." Now standing on the dead burn trailer. That's what happens when you're brain damaged. Okay, here's the thing I was doing. This is the Dodge part, which is a Daimler Chrysler now, which is kind of German. I was doing that. Oh, it just about started. Anyway, I'll hook that up, leave that up right there. Because I got a dad burn Dodge hooked to it. And I removed my access panel and pretty much just removed it with my hand. And then I got to chop the rest of this out into a nice level spot. And it's got a little, let's see, what does Musty say? Punky. It's a little punky right there. Hello, Punky. Yeah, it's a lot punky over there. I might just throw a blanket over it though. And how lovely everything is. I'm itching to get my blower out here. My air blower. Old man sitting down. Old man sitting down. Itching to get my air blower and just blow this thing out. But the compressor I have here at the house is tiny. It blows up a tire about once every month. Let me turn this out around. There, that'll give you a benefit. Or not. This thing scared me a minute ago. I had it closed up, the door, and the thing jumped down and said howdy to me. And I thought, well, hooey mooey. Okay, here's old man. Here's my little extra shifters. I found them. They're going in whether I have whatever in the world they work on, whatever they do or not. I'm going to put them in there, and maybe 4 or 5 more. Ouch! I have gotten bitten. And I'm going to learn a little German so that if I do get to work on this much, I'll have a little German in me, which my sweet wife has got a little bit of German in her. So, and that hadn't hurt nothing. If I could lean back, oh, I could be outside in just a minute. This will be alright. This is about as comfortable as sitting on an egg. Let me do a little chatting. Boy, at night I know all sorts of things to tell you. When I'm laying there waiting for everything to quit hurting so I can go to sleep. I tell you all sorts of real funny stuff and all, oh yeah. But when the camera's on me, I kind of clam up. No, not that kind of clam. Let's see. If I can't get another Volkswagen with a body that's usable, I have thoughts of getting some pipe and some bars and building this thing. At least putting a frame under it and then putting a floor in it and driving the pudding out of it. I don't plan on doing anything on the outside besides getting all the windows and the hood and the trunk and stuff working. I want it to look like it does now. And that's kind of my plan. Now if I find a nice body and I can take, well, I guess I can take the doors. The doors are about the only thing that's good on it. Take the doors and put on it or something. Sure, I want it to be nice and tidy. And probably my favorite color of bug, besides red, is the light tan or light gray. And I think that was pretty much the color of Honey Babe's little car, Cinderella. It's a nice clean color, and I like it. It's understated, you know. It's just a normal. Looks like a normal car instead of a bright, fancy thing. But that's my plans for this one. Is to make it probably. If I put the bars and stuff in the dock I want, it'll weigh a ton. It'll weigh another ton. And I even thought about cutting out some 1/4 inch steel, which I have access to a 1/4 inch steel plate that will cover the bottom, and then folding the edges up and then welding it to what's left here and just kind of making another belly pan for it and having the 1/4 inch stuff come up and tie onto this and making that a structure. But y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. Even when I do know what I'm doing, I ain't got a clue. But that's my Volkswagen ideas for today. What in the world is this? Ooh, I already touched it. Ooh. Don't do that. That's supposed to be there. Look at this nasty little worm. I don't know what that tastes like. Nah. Yeah, here comes a guy. Oh. That's the guy that was making fun of the log chains I had tied to this thing. I got log chains tied to the front. When I hauled it off, then I got regular small chains on the back and a strap. Oh, on them ratchet straps. I get the widest ones I can get. I can afford, which means they're about 3 inches wide. And after 3 to 5 years, I throw them away. Even if they still ratchet, which they usually don't. I usually tear them up before then. So then I get new ones. And that's kind of an idea of mine to make sure that they still work and they're still strong. Because I've seen even chains and stuff break. And the worst thing to have is a dadburn wire cable. Them things are just ready to hurt you. And I've got one of the high-tech fiber ropes on my Jeep on the winch, and they're strong and they're a little bit safer than a darn wire cable, but they need to be changed every few years too. Gee, I'm just waffling, as Scott Bess is saying. Love all your videos, and been laid up last couple days, but I do come out here and beat on this thing in between showers. Wait till it warms up, which is about 2 o'clock. It gets about 45, sometimes 50. And I'm here at the house and not working on my Triumph because I'm waiting on the electrical boys to come by and supply power to my shop. I want to be here when they do this, because I know them boys. Yeah. So I'm kind of stuck here, but I still, when I get somebody to stay here, I run out there and play at the Herald and stuff like that. So it's moving on. It's a heck of a lot closer than this thing or the TR7 or anything else. So that's about all I know. Y'all keep me entertained, and when it's cold, I just bundle up, because when you got all this stuff attacking you, cold weather makes it even worse. So I just kind of bundle up and whimper and watch y'all have fun and stuff, which makes me feel better because I can do it through y'all, with y'all, euphemistically. And that way I have fun too, and I don't feel like I wasted the day so bad, which I do. But I stepped on the clutch on this, and it clutched. You know how I know? Because the clutch is right here. It clutched. Stepped on the gas, and it didn't gas nothing. And the brake, of course, it's frozen into the master cylinder. They always kind of seize up and freeze. It's going to get a new one. If this is going to be built, it'll have good brakes, because I ain't got any sense, for one thing. And I think that's all there is to it. Now that I got it running, now I got it spinning over. I'm still going to mess with that belt. I don't like that belt being that tight. And that's something else. I may have to research and just get a different, longer belt, which is what I'm thinking about doing. But tightening it up with them washers, who would have thunk it? I don't know. I still don't know how it works. But anyway, I put all the washers behind it to make it wider, to make the shorter belt work. I think that's the way you do it. And that's the way yeah. So I'm itching to go to buy heater tubes and floorboards and all that stuff to do this with, but I know better. I really don't know better. I just don't have the money. So I'm going to try and find a different body. Oh, I want to ask y'all a question. A lot, not all of y'all, but a lot of you Volkswagen guys, I'm running out of stuff. A lot of you Volkswagen guys start off with bugs, end up with vans and wagons and Westphalias and single cab, double cab, triple cabs. You get away from the bugs. And why? Even Greg Porter, which has got the beautifulest Carmageddon on the planet, he's wanting a dadburn truck. So why? Is this something I'm going to do later? if I'm smart enough or am I smart enough not to do it. So, anyway, I love y'all. And mind your space cushions. I gotta shut this off because it's gonna be really funny watching a legless man get out of here.